I'm an artist. I'm a creative generalist. Base principles of most art is composition. I think I doubled down hard this year. I licked the asshole of a camel just because it's so easy when you're home. I'm not big at all. I don't find shit humor that funny. This is my new baby. This seems illegal.
A few days ago, I was fortunate enough to have the amazing opportunity to interview one of my favourite video creators on the internet. If you've been following this channel for a while, then you'll know that one of the things that I love to do the most is interview people. In podcasts, in just general interviews, in the streets of London, I love getting to know people's stories. And I had a lovely chat with Jay Foreman before, a great YouTuber, and now I've had a lovely chat with Joe Hickson. Joe is genuinely one of my favourite creators. He's a 20-something-year-old guy from Bristol, and aside from being an amazing editor, a great cameraman, he's just a really nice guy. We spoke about YouTube. We spoke about the idea of being an influencer, about social media, and just everything that comes under the umbrella of being a content creator. It's a genuinely really nice chat, and as well as talking about cameras and gear and YouTube and stuff like that, we also had a bloody good laugh, and that's what matters.
How you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Pretty chill, pretty standard chill day.
What have you been up to?
Not that much. Just some camera testing this morning. Setting up some lights for a shoot on Friday, just doing some test shots basically.
Nice.
Nothing too major. How's your past week or so been?
Good. I've literally just I've just started university. So
oh right, crazy.
It's been hectic for me.
Crazy week.
Especially nowadays. Oh my god. It's crazy.
What's that like? What do they have you doing?
I'm doing television production at uni. So It's a very, very hands-on course. So we're in 1 day a week on Mondays, which is great because we get 1 day we can actually do stuff.
Yeah.
And then the rest is online, and it's like this for like 6 hours.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, I just realized I should probably do a clap for you for audio and camera. There you go.
There we go.
2 minutes in approximately for you. That's the same clap.
I swear, I do about 10 claps a day. I'm like always clapping.
Just the excitement. Yeah, cameras.
Audio makes me happy, you know. So I wanted to start off essentially because a lot of people watching this won't know who you are. And
no one knows who I am. It's fine. It's not just some people watching this. It's everyone.
Yeah, I can relate to that. So I basically, as much as you wanted to share, I was just interested if you could give a rundown of basically where you are now, what you do at Yogscast, and just sort of how you got there, and the story of like if you went to uni, when like your jobs and all that.
Sure. So I guess currently I'm an artist. I'm a creative generalist. I do a bit of everything at the Yogscast. The Yogscast make video game videos, basically alongside a lot of other bits. A lot of my job is in making things look pretty. I'm kind of making it my mission currently to make sure how everyone is presented online and the stuff they're putting out looks sexy, basically. That's kind of my current objective. Geez, how did I get here? Studied visual effects at uni 3 years prior. Not three, well, the previous 3, and it's not the 3 years prior to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was in
Where did you study, by the way?
I was at University of South Wales. So I did visual effects and motion graphics there. And in my 3rd year, I was kind of getting bored of my course, so I decided to get a job. I thought, I can pass this job off as part of my coursework, right? Maybe.
Yeah, that would be me soon.
But yeah, I guess before visual effects and motion graphics, I was doing I did graphic design for many years. It's just I never quite figured out what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be digital. I like design. I'm still figuring it out. I still don't know what I'm doing.
I'm guessing there was some like a stills aspect to the graphic design and that. Do you do more like, because I know you obviously do video editing, but did you train in like stills graphic design, like photos and artwork like that, or in videos?
Both, I guess. So I did graphic design for ages, which it's all composition, right? I think the base principles of most art is composition, and I feel a lot of skills from any art practice is transferable when it comes down to basics of layout. So like I could learn how to set out some text on a page. I could go, oh yeah, it'll look great if I keep 1/3 of the text on the left and have an image on the right. And then you could take that into like film or photography, and you know how to frame up a portrait or something like that. But I guess I started in design and more flat-based graphic work, and then from there I went on to doing video, and I haven't really done photography, but photography is basically video work, apart from it's just one frame, and you have a lot more control.
Basically, yeah. It's just video at 1 frame per second.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is. So, I mean, obviously, yeah, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I feel like anyone that watches your like, especially on your personal channel on YouTube, can really see, like, you can see the graphic design in there. Like, not to kiss your ass or anything, but my videos that I make over the past few weeks, I've sort of been implementing, like the sort of like floating text and masking and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'd not done any of that. But then I watched, honestly can't remember the name of it. It's your video that has 2020 in red on the thumbnail. And you sit on a tree. You sit on a tree.
First one I made this year. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that, and that was super inspiring. Like the graphics and the editing and that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I stole that from, because that can't be an original thought, right? Text in the video, that can't be original. I'm trying to think where I think I might have stolen that from Scott Pilgrim. I think
really
the initial influence of that. I mean, I use the same font as they use in the novel and in the film for a lot of stuff. And most of the time when I was using it, it was to like set a scene, or basically get some information out without wanting to talk to a camera, basically, because I hate talking to a camera. So as much as I can minimize that, the better, rather than go, hey guys, we're up a mountain now. I could just, show the mountain and go, we got to mountain. And you go,
I definitely get that. Like, I guess coming from like a visual background, you want to show as much as you can in the picture. Rather than having to just say it like out loud.
Exactly. It's so much quicker and easier, and everyone's more comfortable with it.
And it looks damn good.
Yeah, well, it looks good and it's lazy. It's surprising. It's weird how nice static text looks in like video. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
There's something about like a big chunky text in a video that I love the look of. I don't know. No idea.
Are you an Edgar Wright fan, or are you a Scott Pilgrim fan?
Both. Yeah. I'm allowed to do both, right?
Of course you are. Yeah.
I think I watched Scott Pilgrim without knowing Edgar Wright directed it. I can't remember whether I got into film more first. I think I just fell in love with Scott Pilgrim and then found out about Edgar Wright afterwards. Somehow I managed to get it in that order. All the hype of Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, and whoosh, Scott Pilgrim comes along. I don't watch it for 5 years of it being released, and then I finally watch it. I'm like, oh my god, this is a banger of a film.
I honestly, and I shit you not, I watched Scott Pilgrim, Hot Fuzz, World's End, Shaun of the Dead, and Baby Driver without knowing they were all made by the same guy. And then I was like, who made these films?
These are all quite good. There's something about the style.
Yeah, I was like, these are very similar. I wonder who made them. I'm like, oh shit, this is a talented guy.
It's nuts. It's weird how, I don't know. There's something about a director's touch. A lot of the time you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know it's there. I guess Edgar Wright is kind of a more obvious one. But I guess everyone has their unique touch and twist, and it is noticeable once you see enough of their work, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. There's there was this thing that started quite a while ago called the auteur theory. Have you heard about it?
No.
It's this like French film theory made by some French guy at some point in history.
Yeah.
Narrows it down. It's basically about how the director is the author of the work, and the director is like the most prevalent and like most influential part of the whole process. I just want to know, like, in your experience of like graphic design, editing, camera work and stuff, how much would you say that you put into your work as opposed to like the sort of director and the person telling you what to do?
God, I don't know, because I'm normally quite small scale projects, and normally it's just me. I've never been really heavily directed. I'm trying to think if I have at all. No. No, never been directed, really.
Do you...
I get notes on work and I adjust it for clients, sort of thing. But I don't know, I've never sort of had like an overbearing hand basically just using me as a means to make their own project, sort of thing. I've always had a lot of creative freedom in my work, which is quite nice.
So do you do a lot of independent freelance stuff?
Not that much, just because I don't have the time for it. I would like to do more, but I'm very busy, and so I value my free time a lot. So if someone comes up to me asking for something, I will rank up my prices super high to like the minimum amount that I wouldn't be pissed off for losing a weekend, sort of thing. So if I get the money, it's like, way, I made a lot of money. But if they say no, I'm like, way, I got a weekend. So it's a win-win for me.
You get time where you get money. Yeah,
exactly. I think that's definitely it. I feel like currently time for me is a lot more valuable than money. Just there's so much I want to be doing at the moment, and I don't have enough time to do it all. I don't need more money. I live very comfortably.
I mean, yeah, you got a new flat.
Got a new flat. Yeah. I can afford to eat. I have heating. I have water. I don't need anything else, really. I just want some time to chill out and make my own stuff and grow my own ideas and stuff, rather than doing lots of little bits for other people, I guess. I don't know.
I just going to interrupt you quickly. The camera that I'm recording on has an absurd recording limit of 15 minutes.
Oh my god, that's fine. Yeah.
Why. So I'm going to have to just,
That's fine. I'm used to that. This is why it's like 1,000 claps a day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I've got 15 minutes.
It's bloody crazy, because I got this new camera, right? Yeah. It's crazy good. Like, the first time that I've had autofocus in video, that's how deprived I've been.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like 4K, 24 megapixel pictures, amazing. 15-minute recording limit and 10-minute limit in 4K.
Oh, so that's a nightmare. That is a nightmare.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing I hate. It drives me mad is when your tech's getting in the way of your ideas. I've had that recording limit issues with on shoots where it's like I'm out shooting something live action. It's very much in the moment sort of stuff. been filming for half hour, and then my camera goes, nah. I'm like, oh, come on, quick. Or it overheats halfway. I'm just like, I need to leave this for 2 minutes. There's comedy gold happening right now, but I can't film it because my camera's overheating. It's like, why? Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
What sort of gear do you use, by the way? That's something I didn't think about, yeah.
Currently, I basically just use an A7 Mark III. This is... here it is. It's on the desk. It's a good boy. Does me well. I'm using my old camera as a webcam now. It's an old Sony A6000. And I've recently I've fallen in love with this lens, basically. This is my new baby, this current lens. Oh my God.
What is it?
It's the Sigma 14 to 24 f2.8. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
That's so nice. On full frame as well.
Oh, it's the dream. It's the dream.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh my goodness. I wish I bought it sooner, is one of those things where I was umming and ahhing about it for so long. And the moment I've got it, I'm just like, oof, I can feel that quality. That quality. Something about some book here, which makes everything nice. I don't know what it is.
I recently had to sell my Sigma 35mm 1.4. And I kind of...
A tear. I couldn't sell a lens.
Yeah.
My babies.
Because it's sad when they have to go, honestly.
It's too much. I've not ever I'm very careful when it comes to buying new gear. I never just buy stuff on a whim. I just spend ages thinking and deliberating about it. And so I have a very limited lens collection, I think. I mean, they're all, you can kind of see them on the shelf. That's all my lenses. It's like, I have like 3 or 4 lenses. I have the kit lens from my first camera, which is, I think it's a 16 to 50 APS-C crop. It's garbage, but it did me through for a good few years at uni. And then I picked up it was a 16 to 35 f4 when I got my Sony camera. Just, I don't know. I like a wide lens, and then I wanted wider and wider, and now 14 I think seems all right. I don't think I need wider than 14.
I'd love 14. Like the one reason I'd like to go full frame one day is just for that wideness.
It's so handy. I think it's definitely needed for cramped spaces. Like I don't know how I used to manage. Just it's nuts. I think it also changes how you think about using a camera massively.
Yeah,
is the thing.
I spent I'd say the last 3 years shooting with the infamous Canon kit lens, 18 to 55 plastic janky piece. The one
that rattles when you shake it, right? Yeah, they all rattle and make that noise.
Yeah. Honestly, I did all of my videos on that with the Canon 60D. So it's like no autofocus. f3.5 is the best you'll get.
Yeah. And
I'm just so privileged to be at f2.8 now, at least.
I have a metal lens. It's great. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think what I loved about my uni though is they had so much equipment to borrow for free. You could rent out gear basically forever. There was like a good year while I was at uni where I rented out the A7S Mark II for basically half a year.
Wow.
Because I'd book it out for a week at a time. You could only book it out a week at a time. And then I'd look at it and I'm like, no one else has booked this for next week. I'm just going to book it again. Yeah. And so I basically had that camera and then my own camera for half a year while I was in my final year of uni producing videos. It was the dream. It was the dream. Oh,
See,
my goodness.
my uni does also have a kit store, and you can take out equipment. But the thing is that every time you take something out and give it back, it has to be like, the contact-free delivery. They have to wipe everything down
Oh, my
as soon as you
goodness.
touch it. And
Yeah.
so I'm yet to take anything out, but I'm pretty sure they've got some Canon cinema cameras. I heard rumors there's a red somewhere in there.
Somewhere deep in the
So
back.
I don't know if I'll be
I
allowed
think they
yet.
start those rumors just to get people excited. I think
Yeah,
that's,
honestly. Yeah.
they don't let anyone touch them. No, you can have the shitty cheap cameras. No,
They might let me look at a red, maybe.
just
I'm
through a
lucky.
glass window. It's there.
Yeah.
I can see that's a picture printout. What are you doing?
What's your views on, like, how you get an awful lot of YouTubers and just general curators always say, I feel like everyone has made a video saying that gear doesn't matter and it's all about your ideas and all that, whilst they're shooting on like an EOS R5 or something. What do you think about that stuff?
Oh man, gear does matter, but it doesn't matter if you're still learning. If you're trying to learn, gear doesn't matter at all. There's limitations within gear, and you can always learn to a certain skill level with what you've got, basically. And then once you hit that limit, you'll know when it's time to upgrade, I think is the thing. It's like, I didn't immediately buy my own big fat ass mirrorless camera. I bought a shitty cheap, the cheapest one I could find was a Sony. This is the 10-minute mark. Should I keep going?
No, keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, so the first camera I got was awful. I used it for years and years, and then it was when I finally knew, okay, I've learned all I can learn from this camera. It's time for me to upgrade and push me to the next level.
What camera was that?
Sony A6000, which I think
Not bad.
it's pretty good. It's not terrible. I think how much? I think it was like 400 quid for the body and a lens, which is, I thought,
Yeah.
all right if I'm trying to start doing something with it. I don't know. Does gear matter? Yes and no. Definitely someone who has a clue what they're doing is going to be able to do a better job with a bad camera than someone who doesn't know what they're doing with a good camera,
That's true.
It's like you
I mean,
give a professional a smartphone, or just give some kid who hasn't even looked at a camera red, who's going to make a better video.
There's a whole subgenre of that kind of stuff on YouTube. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of
It's
them
a
where it's
whole
like
thing.
professional versus amateur.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, well.
Then you watch it and you're like, yep, better camera does that better job. Learn a lot.
A lot of the time, or it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Gear matters, but if you're learning, it doesn't matter as much. Gear only matters if you know how to use it, is the thing. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Gear matters if you know how to use it. That's it. I'm done. Yep.
And-
Final statement.
It also, gear is bloody expensive. So that's, learn something cheap. And then when you need it, upgrade. That's what I'd say.
Definitely. Yeah, that's why I spent so long
'Cause I-
thinking about lenses before I think it's normally like, if I think I have an issue enough times where I think,
Yeah.
I want to do this creative thing. And I go, how would I do that? I would need this. Let's find a workaround. But if I'm hitting that enough times where I'm thinking, I should probably just get the thing that would enable me to do this easier. It's like getting a longer lens sort of thing. It's like, I need a close-up shot of this, and you're like, oh shit, I need to get really close. Okay, I'm gonna have to get right up close to it, and then I'm gonna have to crop in just to get the look I want. And he's like, if I'm doing that enough times, buy a longer lens. Or if it's enough times where it's been like, I can't quite get far back enough in my tiny flat. I think I need a wider lens.
And then you get a 14 millimeter.
Yeah, and you go, I need it wider. I need it wider still. I need to see the whole room 360 with one lens.
And then before you know it, you've got a fisheye in your face.
Exactly. On both eyes, actually. And then it's VR experience. That's what I'm after, actually, I think. I think I'm onto something.
Definitely.
Where did this start? What was this?
It's talking about gear.
Oh,
honestly.
yes. Gear. The endless
I
conversation.
My first camera was a Canon something. It was, just to put it into perspective, it was the second digital camera Canon made.
Yeah.
And I learned on that. And it was like 4 megapixels. It was an SLR, but it was like silver, fully plastic, 4 megapixels, had a buffer of about 1 image.
Yeah.
And it was like the memory card. I could take about 10 pictures on the memory card. That was
double digits.
So, but it challenges you and you learn from it.
Exactly.
I think that's important.
Yeah, I just realized, like, before I even use my camera, I use my phone. I'm trying to think what my earliest kind of videos were. So I only started video recently.
Yeah.
But I think most of the stuff I just shot on my phone. I was shooting like I think most people had that phase where they did like a minute a day videos. I think that's might have been where I started.
Yeah.
Where I was doing a short bit of most days of my life, but I'll just shoot it on my phone. I think that's what got me started.
It's honestly surprising how many people on my course, my TV course, don't own a camera or like don't want to own a camera. It's the main thing. Everyone wants to shoot on their phone because they've been told that a phone is good enough. But I feel like it's been taken a bit too far.
Yeah.
Because when they're like, they wanted to record a interview for a documentary and they're like, let me whip out my iPhone 5.
What? That's not okay. That's not
it's
okay.
Like the internal microphone always.
Oh, the pain. The pain.
I know.
Stop. The pain. If you're studying media, and you have access to the equipment from a store as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, phones are great for if you don't have anything else on you, but if you know you can get access to better stuff, do it. Jeez. Oh my goodness. He's like, I still need to like get an external recorder or something.
Yeah, I'd love
that. I'm currently recording through my streaming software.
If it works.
If it works. I can color grade it as well. Otherwise, it's live color grading, always a fun. I'm always surprised how much it chugs my PC though, adding in a color grade. It's ridiculous.
You can do live grading.
Yeah. Do you want to see? This can be like a quick tease, or like a cutout. This is my camera with some grading.
Yeah.
And this is it without the grading.
Wow. Are you shooting in log then?
There we go. I'm not actually. I fake log so I can use my LUTs I've made. This is my default camera, and then I flatten it so I can use my LUTs. Because this camera doesn't do log. It's an old boy.
At the risk of sounding like everybody else in the world right now.
Right.
How has the pandemic affected your content and like mental health around the content that you make?
Oh, I don't know. Has it affected my content? I don't think it has. I talk to myself on the internet. I talk to myself with a camera pointed at me. Weirdly, as much as lockdown happened, lockdown hasn't really affected how I'm making videos. I guess because UK isn't that strict on, like, you can still go out if you want to.
Yeah.
And like I still I go out and film in like, not like, even when it was like severe lockdown, sometimes I'd go out and just film in somewhere that wasn't busy. And it was if anything, it was better in lockdown, when it was full lockdown, because I could go out and talk to a camera without looking like an idiot in front of everyone. I could go down to the business district while it was all shut down, get some nice buildings in the shot, and not have to worry about people being around. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I was in lockdown, in self-isolation, definitely inside all the time.
Yeah, you never left. No.
I never went outside for some fresh air and a walk. I would never do that. That would be irresponsible.
I don't think Boris watches my channel, so I think you'll be okay.
I think we're fine. There's always a comment on whatever video I put out, is if I'm out like going somewhere in a video, there's always one comment which is like, why isn't he wearing a mask? I'm like, yeah. Well, I'm not inside. I'm not near anyone. I think it's okay. I'm not going about spitting on anyone in my videos, so I think I'm fine. I don't know.
I mean, not at least not the bits that you cut out.
Yeah. Well, that's what editing's for, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Cut out the abuse. Right. Anyway.
But I don't know. Mental health wise, I don't know. It's been a rough year for everyone, right? It's been shit. Been stuck in basically by myself for half a year. I think I'm quite lucky that I speak to most of my friends every night online, just because we play video games. So I'm glad we already had that sort of expectation. I don't know. Is it expectation? Normality of chatting online was already there for me. So it wasn't like a big culture shock. I'm not like a person that likes to go out all the time anyway. So it was all fine, really. It's all fine.
So have you not found much like constraint, I guess, like creatively? Because a lot of people they go like have a sort of social basis around their videos.
Yeah, you know, whereas I have no friends.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I guess for you, you couldn't really go out and talk to random people on the street, right? That's not really something you can do in lockdown. But yeah, no, it's literally. But my videos are me talking about work. That's all my stuff is me keeping documentation of what I'm learning and the stuff I'm doing. And because I was still working, I still had stuff to talk about. It was just, I guess the backdrop doesn't change as often. It was just a lot more in my flat.
Yeah.
Just got to think of a few more angles to do. And I guess I'm also not doing like that frequent stuff. I think I do like a video every other week or something. So it's not like I'm having to think of a lot of different ideas within a box. I've kind of got, I've got a couple of ideas and I can spread those out. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is that in the past year, or like this year, I've been drinking an infinite amount of coffee. Is this just me, or like?
I think I doubled down hard this year, just because it's so easy when you're home. It's right. Oh my god!
Mate, I've got my 6 hour Zoom calls every day for uni.
You got to get through those. You got to get through those.
So much coffee. Yeah.
Just to power through. I think, yeah. I used to have it was one coffee when I got into work, and that would be me for the day. Maybe a decaf in the afternoon. But now I'm like, I make a French press just for me. I get a liter of coffee every day. I'm like, that's too much. It's too much. It's a stupid amount.
Are you still going into the office much, or are you more homework?
It's recently opened up again, so I was working from home very consistently, but it starts to open up for I don't know. Most people are still working from home. A few people are going in, so I go in as and when I need to, sort of thing, which is not that frequent, to be honest. Now because it's such a digital company already, we were pretty sorted for managing ourselves with tech and being online. So I think a lot of the people are just going to stick being online. We've just got a lot of empty space in the office now. I don't know what's going to happen with it.
I do really appreciate doing this, by the way, because obviously I have not a phenomenally big audience, about 300 subscribers.
Yeah, but you're making good stuff is a thing. Like, it's not about numbers. If you're making good stuff, I'm always happy to help out people who are making good stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Rather than leeches going, oh, let me suckle off your teats. I'm making some shit. You're like, go away. I'm not saying names, but there are people out there.
If you want to say names, then I can just edit them out.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
I got a really weird message recently, just from some guy I bumped into on the street. Man, this will actually. Oh, maybe I shouldn't talk. Cut this out. This is just for you.
Okay.
I've
never met anyone that wants to be an influencer. Like, wouldn't you want to do the thing you love, and then like if that brings you the fame, then yeah, that's great. But just like going straight for the fame and like not having it.
Disgusting.
I hate despicable.
I hate it. The thing is now, I think a lot of kids they aim to be like YouTubers and influencers. And I find that so kind of weird. I guess maybe as a kid myself, I kind of wanted to be a YouTuber, but I guess not in the sort of, oh, look at me fame sort of way, more in the sort of, I guess everyone went through that stage, right? I'm pretty sure everyone went through the stage of playing Minecraft and thinking, oh man, if I could play this and make money, that would be great. I think everyone went through that stage, right?
Honestly, yeah.
But now I think a lot more people are thinking, oh, well, if I could just be me and get paid for being me. It doesn't seem healthy, does it?
When you say like, be me and get paid for being me, would you say like you're?
It's like it's a persona, right? That it's like they see influencers and say, oh well, they're just that person, and they're getting paid to be that person. Then they get sent products just for being them. You're like, that's not really how it works. That's how it looks, but it's not how it is. It's a lot of work that goes into building a brand of a personality, and it's not just a person. It's a lot of editing. Let's be real. Yeah. It's cutting out all the other garbage that people don't want to see.
So when are you gonna go into work and hand in your resignation to become an influencer?
I think I'll wait to be made redundant and then I'll go in hard. I think that's the strat, right?
All you have to do is go on Instagram, change your bio to influencer, and that's it.
That's how you do it. It's the one simple trick. You could be an influencer with this one simple trick. Just change your bio description.
Just be one.
Just be one. Just buy all the expensive products that people get sent. And then you pretend it's an ad. Right? And then other people will see you're getting sponsored. Is this legal? Can you legally would that even work if you...
I have not thought of that.
If you made fake ads for your own stuff, it seems illegal.
Yeah, a bit. That must be legal, just a bit ethically questionable.
Yeah. I don't know if it'd even work. I'll try it. I'll try it now. I'll just start. Thank you for this sponsor on this interview.
Have you had like sponsorships or brand deals or anything?
Oh no, I'm too tiny. I'm too small. I'm irrelevant. I am a tiny boy. I've been put forward for a couple ones, but I do not have the numbers to back me up. And also, I don't make relevant stuff is the thing.
And you're not an influencer.
I'm not an influencer.
So you got it wrong.
I think it's quite nice because within our building there's another company called Fourth Floor, and they do influencer marketing. So they basically work as the middleman between brands and creators, and they make them shake hands and exchange money and basically sort out sponsor stuff and bits like that. And because they're in the office, I've got friends within that company, and they can sort of, they've helped me sort of get an idea of where I am in that sort of space, which is quite nice. And something that they sort of been telling me recently is like, yeah, videos are good, Joe, but they're not relevant for sponsorship is the thing. Because they're not exactly focused to a market specifically. And so, that's something I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm trying to make some filler content, basically, some filler garbage, which is more targeted, so I can become more of like a product thing for people to sponsor as its own thing. But I can also keep doing what I enjoy doing, but just make sure I'm growing that on the side.
What's the plan with your YouTube and like your Twitch stuff, by the way? Like, do you plan to sort of slowly transition like to streaming or to videos, or what's the plan?
Plan. I don't know. That's what I'm figuring out currently is the plan. It's a tough one. I think it's grow it steadily on the side until I figure out something that could work as a full-time thing. I think it's the issue of like the stuff I'm making is me sharing my experiences within a working environment. And if I then go, I'm gonna make videos full time, at that point I stop doing work, which is the stuff I'm making the videos on. So I start making videos about making videos then, because the videos have done just my work. And then it will just become like every other YouTube channel, which is, we're going to show you how to make a video. Let's show you how to make a video. And I'm there's enough of those that are telling people how to do a YouTube. You don't need any more of them. I could do it. I could do it, but I don't want to. Exactly.
It's a sort of paradox, isn't it? It's like videos about making videos, and then it's like
it's so much of the stuff that's recommended to me is like video making tips, and it's just channels dedicated to showing you how to make videos, and then people go, I got to start my own channel. It'll be about making videos. You go, what? Why? Just why at that point? I don't know. I need to somehow fix my YouTube recommended feed to get me out of that stuff. Like I don't need to learn. I just want to see some cool stuff people have made. Please.
There's definitely an absence of story in a lot of things I've found.
It's just an absence of original, interesting thing. Well, I say interesting. Stuff that I'm interested in. So lack of stuff I'm interested in. I don't know. It's hard to find original stuff. It really is. It's hard to make original stuff, and it's hard to find original stuff. Especially when a lot of the big creators have made YouTube a business where they kind of have to churn out shit to make money. And I'm probably sure that a lot of them realize the stuff they're making is just filler, because they will occasionally do like a one-off big thing. I don't know. I'm waiting for the next platform. I'm waiting for Vimeo to become relevant, is what I'm saying.
One day
we'll get it. We'll get Vimeo on the ball.
What are your views on TikTok, by the way? On that whole thing.
Oh, I don't use it. I don't even know.
Have you ever considered trying it?
No. I've got a friend who does TikTok, a friend from uni, and he does like visual effects TikToks. And and they're pretty fun, but I don't understand TikTok.
You can't upload in 4K. So
Wow, what's even the point? I don't even upload in 4K. 1440p for me.
Are you in 1440?
Yeah, I don't fit. I film 4K, but I like to crop and zoom in post. So.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But yeah, TikTok. I don't know. I can't be able to learn it. Also, I feel a lot of the newer social medias are too memey for me. I don't understand. I don't understand memes. I don't know what a meme is. I can't handle it. I don't understand it. It confuses me. So I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, too much to keep track of. Don't have the time.
I've never heard anyone under the age of 40 not understand memes.
Well, you know what? Like the trends, TikTok trends, they come and go so fast. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
I don't find it funny a lot of the time. I don't find shit humor that funny.
I guess definitely a lot of the success you get from that kind of stuff is it's periodic. So
Yeah.
you get one video does really well, and then it dies.
Just
Whereas
following trends, isn't it? Yeah.
YouTube is kind of like a bit better, but it's still all one-hit wonders.
Yeah, I think you're more likely to grow an audience that want to follow you for what you're making rather than, oh, you're that guy that made that one funny thing. So that's yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not going to pretend to understand it. TikTok, it's out there. People are doing things on it. Who knows? I don't know what it is.
You might be getting spied on by the Chinese.
Maybe.
Who knows?
It's a small price to pay for memes, apparently. The Chinese love memes.
Yeah.
You allowed to say that? I think that's fine. That's fine. The Chinese love memes.
I honestly, I'm lucky enough that I have virtually no audience at this point, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Oh, that is a blessing, though. That is a blessing not having a following.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I remember, I'm not big at all by any means, but I remember feeling so much pressure when I said I was joining Yogscast. I got a surge of followers. I know it's not many. It's a few thousand to start, and I'm just from going from just close friends watching your videos to then suddenly a few thousand strangers. You're like, this is a bit weird. I've got to be careful of what I'm saying now. Maybe I got to be careful of what I'm putting out there. I can't dox myself like I used to.
I was just honestly trying to find this comment that I got on one of my videos I want to talk about.
Oh, I love comments. I love them. I hate them. And that's why I love them.
Yeah, because I'm at the stage now where every now and then I'll make a video that might hit 1,000 views.
Yeah.
I've had 3 so far go over 1,000. I'm pretty sure, and that's for me, I'm over the moon with that. That's fantastic.
I'm always blown away. Still now, if I hit over 1,000, I'm like, oh shit, 1,000 people. 1,000 people.
It's a big number. It's a lot of people.
I think 1,000. I can just about visualize 1,000 people.
Yeah, because that could be just a big hall of people, and you can see that.
So I can remember, at my school, it was 300 per year. So that's 3-year groups all in. So that's 3 big halls of people sat down. That's what I could visualize. Yeah. And so every time it hits 1,000, I'm like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then it gets higher. Like, what? How?
What sort of views do you get on your videos?
Oh, not much. I don't know. I think let's say 5,000 average, but then occasionally something will go higher. I recently did a video about SIPs. I made some channel assets for SIPs, and because it was a video about designing for a known creator, that goes higher instantly. So that's 40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first video I made where I went inside the Yogscast offices and made a little video there. That got 50,000 views when it came out, and I was just like, what? Going from 100 videos to 50,000. I was like, what? How? Doesn't even make sense. At that point, though, people aren't there for you, though, is the thing. I think that's a lot of the issue I have. The stuff I'm making, a lot of times, people, the audience aren't there for me. They're there for the company I work for. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth where they do not care about you. And they just go, I just want to see the behind the scenes, please. And you go, okay, here you go.
Just take a step back and...
Yeah, here you go. You can look at the room now. You just want to see the room, don't you? I'll just stand behind the camera.
I'm at the stage now in my videos where, like, I get a few that might go over, like, here around 1,000 or so. So it's like the level of... There are people watching this that aren't my friends that I don't know.
Yeah.
So I get questions and, like, comments. Like, I'll read this one out quickly, right? It was on I made a review for the Canon AV1 film camera. And it's like, I'm just a regular guy who uses the camera. I don't like work for Canon or anything.
Yeah.
And then this guy's like, hi, I have the same camera and I'm using the list lens with an adapter to Fuji, and I'm not sure how to make the aperture blades move when it's on the Canon camera. How do I make it work? Help. Any advice, please?
Fuck me. I cannot stand people that don't know how to use search engines.
Yeah.
It pisses me off so much. I even have like I have a community Discord, and in there there's like a section where people can ask questions, and there's like I'll ask you a question, and then some of the stuff they put in there, they know I rip into these people personally, where they just put a question, and I was like, have you fucking Googled it? What are you doing? It's like, you could easily just type this into a search engine. The answer will pop up. You don't have to wait for a person to respond. And you're just going, put some effort in, man. I don't know. I don't understand some comments.
I guarantee you could go on any video on any platform, and there's always a guy going, what song is this? What camera do you use?
Oh, don't.
And it's like, just read the description. It'll be there.
Yep.
They never do.
Yep.
They never do.
Especially when if I use music that's not like royalty free stuff, I always put it at the end of the video. Make sure, put it there. And it always is a comment, oh, what song is this at that time? It's like, all the songs are listed. Just search them, please.
Yeah.
Stop. Just, what are you doing?
I just found the comment I was actually looking for.
Right.
And so basically, it worries me a bit, this comment. I want your advice on what I should do, if I should contact the police or not. But you probably can't read it. This one here, it says, good footage in XE3. Good boy. Full stop.
Good boy. Good boy.
Just good boy.
Good boy.
Never been called a good boy by a stranger before.
It's an odd one. That is an odd one. It's especially weird when strangers start, hitting on you. You're just like, I don't know how to respond to this. Please stop. I'm not comfortable with this. It's weird. It's weird. I remember something in my office said. It was like, you got to remember that people who type in YouTube comments are also the kind of people that would write into a newspaper.
Yeah. And
thinking about that, you think, I've never written a comment on a YouTube video ever. And you think about that, the types of people that would write in to a newspaper, you're like, they've got to be very passionate or very crazy.
They're always opinionated.
Always opinionated. So. I feel bad that I hate comments as much as I do. I don't know. Yeah. Some of them are great. Some of them are weird. I appreciate them, but some of them can.
I feel like it's just because you only get the comment from the people that loved it or hated it. You never get a comment saying, I watched your video. It was good. I might watch another one.
Yeah.
You never get that.
Can we have that? Can we have a button for, I don't want to like this so it appears in my liked videos, but I watched it and I appreciated it. Can we have that as an option? Please.
That'd be lovely.
Can we have that as I watched this video all the way through. I didn't hate it. I thought it was alright. I need that button. Oh my goodness. 'Cause I'll
I'll
be
do is-
smashing that button all the time.
What I'll do is every time I watch one of your videos in the future, I'll write a letter saying decent,
Decent.
send it to you. Yeah.
Thanks. That's what I need.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't recording that, so
That's fine. It can just be focused on my face for the whole
Yeah.
thing.
I'll just have
Punch in
15
real deep. If you go in real close into that last section,
Yeah.
go into my eyes, you'll be able to see your reflection.
throughout like all of the stuff you've done, like throughout your career and like videos and throughout your life. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
What's the greatest, like, most like crazy bullshit experience that you've had through like your career, like meeting people or getting to work with certain brands, stuff like that?
I don't know. What does crazy mean? I don't know. I'm quite weird in the fact that I don't really get excited about things either. So I don't know. I guess joining the Yogscast was pretty weird because there were people that I watched for a while, and then starting working for something that you've been watching for a while is always quite weird. But I don't think I'd ever describe myself as like a super fan sort of thing. So I wasn't sort of like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's Lewis of the Yogscast. Ah! It was never like that.
Or at least that's just what you do when you get home.
Yeah. Ah!
Yeah.
It was I don't know. I think I had quite a surreal experience. It was last Jingle Jam. I was doing videos for all the charities, just doing like bits to go in between live. But for all the charities, just doing like bits to go in between the live streams with like some information about the charities, with a bit of Yogs mixed in if possible. A lot of the stuff we filmed didn't go out, but some of the stuff did. So like I think the BMX video went out for access support. I can't remember what we did. Special effect, that stuff went out. But we did. I filmed a lot of stuff around mental health. 'Cause one of the charities we were supporting that year was the Mental Health Foundation. So I got to basically just chat to a lot of different Yogs about mental health, and that was proper nuts. Because that's a tough conversation to have with anyone, talking about mental health, and having a conversation with a lot of people that I respect about such a personal thing, where it was literally just me and one other person in a room, one-on-one conversation, where they were opening up towards me, well, to the camera, but talking to me. That was, I think that's the most nuts thing. I think that's what sticks out to me the most. It's, I think, conversations with, I think, talking to Perian about mental health was nuts, just because Perian Yogscast, but also like he's quite relatively known in like the Dota community. I'm big into Dota, so I've got big respect for him. Talking to us about mental health as well, you know, yeah, that was a weird one. I licked the arsehole of a camel, which was made of chocolate. While I was in Germany.
Until you said that last bit, I was like, we got a thumbnail title here.
There we go. And that's editing, baby. That is editing. You lead out the information in just the right order so it's satisfying to consume.
With your permission, I'll create a short 10-second intro. Just that.
I licked the arsehole of a camel.
Then cut.
Cut. Perfect. Explanation of that was in Gamescom, and there were chocolate camels for a game's launch. And that just the whole going to Gamescom was pretty weird. It's pretty just a fun experience. Basically I got paid to go on holiday.
At the end of every podcast I do, I always give the person a chance to plug anything you have to my 5 followers.
Okay, well, I'm not leaking, so I don't think I need plugging. God, has anyone done that joke yet? Has anyone done that one? Has anyone done that?
You're the first.
Hello, I'm Joe Hickson. If you like videos about not making videos, wait, that's not how. I don't make videos about making videos, but I do make videos about making other things. If you like videos, I'm trying to make this as awful as possible. YouTube.com/Joe Hickson.
So if you want to follow my favorite influencer, Joe Hickson, then go for it. It'd be much appreciated. Oh, the camera's up here. I was looking at the webcam.
That's
You're the
fine.
camera.
That's perfect. You don't need to make eye contact anymore. It's overrated.
Of course not. It is overrated. Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah. So, unless you have anything that you wanted to talk about, like any news or any.
I think that's good. Thanks for having me. It was a good chat. I look forward to. Oh, maybe I don't look forward to listening to this because it's a lot of me talking, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of you.
Yeah, maybe I won't listen to this one. Maybe I'll just.
It's what the people. It's what the people want. You know.
Who are these people, and why are they leaving comments on this video?
Just Google it.
Just Google it.
That should just sum up this
Just
podcast.
Google it. Just Google it. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorted.
So thank you very much for coming on. I really
That's
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.